All right, so have you guys noticed this whole AI headshot thing that's blowing up?
Yeah.
Like, you go on LinkedIn now and it's like, bam, everyone's got this like super polished professional headshot. I'm like, do they all have like personal photographers on speed dial? Like, what's the deal?
Right.
But it turns out a lot of them don't. They're going AI. And like part of me is like, that's so tempting. It's snap a selfie, hit a button, boom, LinkedIn profile picture, ready to go.
Yeah. But before we all ditch our photographers and embrace the robots, we're going to do a deep dive into how these AI headshot generators actually work. And more importantly, do they actually look good?
Right.
Oh.
Thankfully, we've got an expert here to like break down the tech and tell us what's really going on.
Yeah.
So walk us through it. What is an AI headshot generator? And like, how does it actually work? Basically, imagine a system that's looked at like thousands and thousands of professional portraits and learned what makes a face look good on camera.
Oh,
It's essentially what these AI tools are doing.
So it's learned. It's like
they're using something called deep learning to analyze like your features, your skin tone, even the lighting in your selfie.
Yeah.
And then they're using all that information to create a much more polished headshot.
So it's not just like slapping a filter on there. It's actually like using AI to analyze your face and like, I don't know, coach you on how to look your best.
Exactly. Like it might subtly adjust like the angle of your jawline to be more flattering, or like even out skin tones while still preserving your natural texture.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like having a digital makeup artist and a lighting director all in one.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense, especially when you think about the time saving here. Like we were talking about the article that our listener sent in, it really emphasizes the convenience factor. Like no more scheduling photo shoots. You don't have to like battle traffic to go to a studio.
Yeah.
You can basically get a professional headshot from your bathroom.
Well, in theory, yes, but that brings up the very important question. Are these AI headshots truly professional quality?
Okay.
And the answer, like most things AI, is it's nuanced.
Okay.
Why?
Because like we've all seen those filters that make you look like a cartoon character, which is fun.
Right.
It's not exactly CEO material.
Exactly. The quality really depends on a few things.
Yeah.
How sophisticated are the AI algorithms they're using? How big and diverse is the data set of images that they've been trained on?
Right.
And even just the level of customization the tool allows. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
So saying like all AI headshots are amazing is like saying all smartphones take equally good photos.
Right.
Like it's just not true. There's definitely some standouts and there's definitely some duds.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes this deep dive so interesting. The article that you sent actually highlights some specific tools and their features.
Perfect. So this is where I get to play tech reviewer. One that caught my eye was Aragon AI with its adaptive imaging technology. Sounds very fancy, but what is it?
So it's kind of like having a personal lighting and posing assistant powered by AI.
Okay.
So it analyzes your face, and then it'll actually suggest the most flattering angles and lighting, which I think addresses a really common issue with selfies. We often just don't know how to pose for the best shot. Oh, tell me about it. Like, I can't even count the number of times I've taken a selfie and then been like, oh, the lighting was atrocious. Why do I have 3 chins in this photo?
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be like, you know, media savvy. So
Right.
anyway, so Aragon AI, it's like that friend who always knows your best side.
Exactly.
I like it. What else is on our AI headshot hit list?
So another one from the article that I thought was interesting is ProPhotos.ai.
Okay.
They're known for having some really advanced editing features. So you get a lot of control over that final image.
Okay.
But what I found really noteworthy was that they seem to be really emphasizing ownership rights.
Oh, okay.
They explicitly say that you own the copyright to any of the AI-generated photos that you create through their system. See, that's huge, especially because we talk a lot on this show about, like, you know, AI image rights and who owns what and all of that.
Right.
So to have a company just be upfront and be like, no, 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 you own these.
Exactly.
Especially if you're like, you know, an entrepreneur or someone who's using these headshots for your business.
Right.
To have that clarity, I think, is really crucial.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think in a world where digital content can feel so fluid,
Right.
having ownership over something as important as your professional image is, yeah.
It's essential.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, I'm all about those intriguing details.
Yeah.
And the article mentioned something about ProPhotos.ai offering holiday-themed headshots.
Okay.
Now I'm picturing Santa hats and reindeer antlers. I don't know.
Right.
Help me out here. What's the
Yeah.
deal?
So I think when you think about it from like a branding perspective,
All right.
imagine you could send out holiday cards with like your team's photos and they're all festive and fun.
Okay.
It's just a way to kind of add a little bit of personality and seasonality to your online presence.
You know what? You're right, because we always talk about personalizing your communications.
Exactly.
And what better way to do that than with, like, I don't know, a holiday-themed headshot? It's
Yeah,
like that little extra touch that shows you care.
exactly.
I like it. Okay, before we get too caught up in holiday cheer,
Right.
the article also mentions some free AI headshot options.
Oh, nice.
And I know our listeners love a good freebie, so let's dive into those.
Okay.
First on the list, ProfilePicture AI.
Okay.
From what I'm reading, it seems like it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Is this the one for, like, if you're just dipping your toe in the water and you just kind of want something quick and easy and you're not trying to, like, navigate a million different features?
Absolutely. Profile Picture AI is all about simplicity and speed.
Okay.
So you just upload a selfie and then their algorithms handle the rest. So they remove the background, they'll optimize the lighting, and they generate like a professional looking headshot literally in seconds.
See, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't need all the bells and whistles.
Right.
You just need something that works.
Right.
So I feel like, especially if you're new to AI tools, something like that could be a game changer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what about HeadshotPro.ai?
Mm-hmm.
This one's rocking the freemium model, which always piques my interest.
Sure. Yeah, so that's like the classic try before you buy approach.
Exactly.
So HotPot.ai, they let you test the waters with a free plan that gives you limited features.
Okay.
You can see if their style kind of works for you before committing to like a paid plan that would unlock higher resolution downloads or additional features, customization options, things like that.
I like that. It's kind of like you get to see if the AI understands your vibe,
Right.
Like, does it capture your best side, your professional persona? Because let's be real, we all have that friend who takes the most unslattering photos.
Right.
Imagine that, but with AI. No, thank you.
Yeah,
So you gotta make sure the AI's got your back.
exactly.
Okay, speaking of getting you, this next one sounds intriguing. Dreamwave.ai.
Okay.
They're all about adding an artistic touch to your headshot.
Interesting.
Now I have to ask, what does that even mean in the world of AI headshots?
Yeah, so I mean, this is actually a really fascinating development
Yeah.
because while most AI headshot generators are going for that like photorealistic result,
Right.
Dreamwave AI is taking a different approach.
Okay.
They're using AI to actually mimic different artistic styles.
Oh, wow.
So you could end up with a headshot that looks like a charcoal sketch, an impressionist painting,
Oh,
even like a pop art portrait.
that's next level.
Yeah,
Okay, I can see this being amazing for, like, I don't know, creatives, entrepreneurs, anyone who wants to stand out,
absolutely.
have their headshot, pop it. It's like having your own personal portrait artist, but on demand.
Exactly.
Love that. Okay, we can't forget about Try It On AI and its virtual wardrobe.
Okay.
I mean, this sounds both really fun and also, like, incredibly practical. Because who hasn't been in a situation where they're like, oh, I wish I could just, like, swap outfits with a click.
Right.
And then suddenly your photo looks completely different.
Exactly.
So tell me more about this.
I think it really speaks to that desire for flexibility and experimentation,
Okay.
even in like professional settings these days.
Right.
But I think more than just the fun factor, it also kind of hints at this larger trend, which is the rise of AI-powered fashion tools in general.
Okay.
We're seeing AI personalize shopping experiences, create virtual try-on rooms.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're even seeing AI design clothes now.
Hold on. AI is designing clothes now. So this virtual wardrobe thing, it's not just a gimmick. It's like a peek into the future of how we might be interacting with fashion and personal style. That's wild. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from the technical stuff to these almost futuristic features.
Yeah.
But let's address the elephant in the room, shall we?
Okay.
Are these AI-generated headshots truly suitable for professional platforms?
Yeah.
Like your LinkedIn, your company website,
Sure.
Can they really compete with, like, the real deal?
Right. Yeah, well, that's the million-dollar question, right?
Right.
And the article you sent, it does bring up some good points for why AI headshots are becoming, like, a real option.
Okay.
Like, first of all, there's just no denying that polish and consistency.
Right.
AI is so good at creating that clean, professional look.
Yeah.
And that can be hard to get if you're,
Right.
not super comfortable in front of the
Or
camera.
if you're on a budget.
Exactly. Plus the efficiency. I mean, you can't beat it. Like, say you need to update your headshot on like 5 different platforms, your
Yeah.
LinkedIn, your website.
Your Instagram.
Yeah, all the socials.
Huh?
AI can generate all those variations like that
It's done.
in seconds.
Okay, I'm sold. No more spending my Sunday trying to get that one good shot.
Right.
I get why people are into this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you mentioned there were some caveats, so hit me with the downsides.
Okay, well, one thing to keep in mind is just the legal side of things.
Okay.
Certain places might require you to say if an image has been AI generated.
Oh, interesting.
Especially, like, if authenticity is really important.
So transparency is key.
Exactly. Don't try to pass off an AI headshot as a real photograph, especially if there could be, ethical or legal stuff around that. And then, of course, the quality. It can be all over the place.
Yeah.
Just because it says AI doesn't mean it's going to be good.
Right, right.
Do your research, read reviews, maybe try a few of the free options before you go for the paid version.
Yeah, it's like that old saying, user beware, right?
Exactly.
But you mentioned earlier that sometimes you can spot an AI-generated image.
Mm-hmm.
Is something anyone can do, or is that like a super secret tech skill?
I mean, it's getting harder as the AI gets better.
Right.
But there are usually some telltale signs, like maybe the lighting or the shadows look a little weird, or the textures are just a little bit off, or sometimes you get that uncanny valley thing where it's just like, too perfect.
You mean like that slightly plastic-looking skin you sometimes see?
Yeah, exactly. Like our brains just know something's not quite right.
It's like a weird vibe.
All right.
Okay, interesting. So we've covered a lot with these AI headshot generators.
We have.
How they work, the good, the bad.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm excited, but also like, should I be? What do you think?
I think a healthy dose of caution is good with any new tech,
Right.
Do your research, see what works for you, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Be an informed consumer, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, I think it's safe to say AI headshots are here to stay.
I think so.
It's convenient, it's affordable,
Right.
and it can be kind of fun.
Yeah.
But it also makes you think about like how we're making and using images these days.
Absolutely.
So here's a final thought for our listeners as we're all, navigating this crazy world of AI.
Uh-huh.
Do you think AI will ever fully replace human photographers? Or will there always be a demand for that human eye? Let us know what you think.
Yeah, great question.
We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy snapping, everyone.